morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. I'm looking out the window and I'm noticing it looks like a beautiful sunny day. And so, I'm gonna go outside and check out what's going on. Who's this?
Hello.
Why, it's Farmer Alli. What's going on, Alli?
I'm just enjoying the beautiful day outside.
Yeah, staying right near our home though still, right? Yeah. Always. So what's going on? Tell me a little bit about who you're with.
These are my plant friends. I have so many of them. They're called herbs. I don't know how much your second graders know about herbs, but they are plants that you can also use for cooking or eating. So all of these are actually edible. So all plants basically need three things. They need water, light from the sun, and soil, which is dirt. Each of the plants has a different amount of water and sun that it needs. So either it needs direct light, which means the sun has to touch it, or it needs indirect light, which means that there's shade, but still the sun is still bouncing off and hitting the leaves. Some plants need a lot of water to keep up, and some don't need that much water. So if you put either too much or too little water, what will happen is a plant will start to wilt and kind of fall down. So this one, I think I overwatered it just a little bit, so I'm gonna leave it for a couple days and let it perk back up so eventually it sticks straight up. So this is basil. You may have tasted basil in Italian food. It gets used in a lot of different kinds of like pastas, or if you've ever had like tomato and mozzarella, usually it comes with basil. It's really yummy. It also is one of the easiest plants to keep alive, which was good for me when I was first starting out because I had a lot of trouble keeping my first plant alive. Now you can see it's doing pretty well. It also smells really yummy. There are different types of basil that you can get. I think this one's just the regular one, but yeah.
Basil.
This is mint. Mint smells really, really wonderful. If you've ever had like mint gum, smells just like the plant. When you rub a leaf, usually what'll happen is if it smells, then you can smell it coming off on it because rubbing it like activates the leaf.
Yeah. Give it a little rub. Can I smell my fingers?
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
Makes me want to eat it.
Yeah, it's really good.
So good.
A lot of people use this for tea. Mint is really good for your stomach. So if you've ever had an upset stomach, this is really good for that. And it's actually considered in some places a weed because it grows so fast that sometimes people think that it grows a little too fast for them. But I don't know. I think there's just more to love. This is my cilantro. Like I said, it's wilting a little bit because I need to stop watering it. That's why I have it out here in the sun, so hopefully it dries the dirt a little bit. Cilantro is known for mostly like a lot of Spanish foods, a lot of Mexican foods. You usually eat it with like tacos or stuff like that. It also, to some people, as a fun fact, there's like a certain percentage of people who instead of tasting cilantro will taste soap when they eat it. So if you've ever tasted cilantro and you're like, ick, I don't like that, it's because you're probably one of the people who it tastes like soap. This is rosemary. This is also a Mediterranean herb. I like using rosemary to cook with my chicken, and also I like to roast potatoes with it. I think it tastes really yummy. This is probably one of my favorite tasting herbs. It also is a year-round herb. So once you plant it, it'll keep growing continuously forever. It's called an evergreen. If you've ever been outside in the winter and you see trees that still are green, it's called an evergreen because they stay forever green. So this one's supposed to keep growing. It's obviously a little baby right now, but hopefully one day it'll be a big rosemary plant.
So even though we live in a city, there are still a lot of plants that are all around us that we can look at, besides just the ones that you can grow in a pot. So I'll show you some of the ones that we can see just sitting on our back porch. So just looking around, I can see some of the trees have leaves on them and some of them don't. It's still really early in the springtime. So as it gets later and later in the year, we'll see more leaves start to grow as the trees develop and as they get more leaves. One really interesting plant I can see all the way across on one of my neighbor's houses is can you see that there are plants and vines on their house? That's called ivy. So again, as it gets a little bit later in the year, you'll start to see the leaves start to form.
This is a cigar tree. It's actually really, really pretty when the summer once it blooms. It has these huge leaves. So you can see on the corner, it's like just starting to bloom a little bit. But you can also see these like long, what are called pods. What they are is that when they drop off the tree, if they take to the ground, they'll grow more cigar trees. So there's going to be a bunch of them. Technically, they're what's called considered invasive, which just means that they grow way too fast and usually they outgrow a lot of the stuff around it. But this is the only one we have here, and honestly, I really like it a lot.
Me too.
As this helicopter's going by.
Yep. Called living in an urban environment. Ah! Hello, sir.
We need to take care of a cigar tree.
Probably.
This is a plant that Miss Carlson killed last year. And so
Wow!
I've been trying to wait and see if it's gonna grow back or if this is a weed. I honestly don't know.
Sad.
Well, thank you for coming to my plant corner. I hope you guys are all staying inside and staying healthy. Hopefully I'll be in other videos of Miss Carlson's. And
That's true.
bon appetit.
Mm.
Man, I love the taste of mint.
I love me some basil. Super good. Bye, guys. So now that you guys have seen how Allie and I look around our environment and look for different plants that we notice, I want you guys to do the same thing. Go take a little nature walk, making sure that you're staying a good distance away from other people that aren't in your family. Or even just, you can look around your backyard and look for other plants that you notice. Any observations that you can make, you can post a comment down below. You can post on our Google Classroom page. You can post it on our Class Dojo page, whatever you want to do. Tell me about some of the plants that are in your backyard or in your neighborhood. There's a lot of wind out here. Or maybe you're growing some plants in your house too. So I want to know. Feel free to share. I would love to hear from you guys.